Good day, everyone. We are the Group 1.
I'm Grazel Barcinal.
Presley A. Benito.
I'm Sanshri Cabuno.
And today we are going to discuss what is Ptolemaic Theory. So for this discussion, we have the objectives of determining what is Ptolemaic Theory,
To attain understanding of why and how was this formulated,
And gain knowledge of how this theory contributed to the way how humans see the world.
Before we define what is Ptolemaic theory, let's first take a look of who's behind the development of this system. As you can see on the screen, we have here Claudius Ptolemy. He is an Egyptian astronomer who flourished in Alexandria during the 2nd century CE. He is also a mathematician and a geographer of Greek descent. In several fields, his writings represent the culminating achievement of Greco-Roman science, particularly his geocentric model of the universe, now known as the Ptolemaic system. A brief history about geocentric model is Aristotle was actually the one who established its concept. However, Ptolemy was the one who developed it in the 3rd century AD. This is because Aristotle's model had trouble explaining some planetary phenomena, specifically the retrograde motion. It's about how planets seem to slow down at times, then move in reverse or retrograde before resuming to its course. Planets also grow brighter or dimmer as they move through the sky. This is then where Ptolemy significantly came in the picture. Ptolemy was able to standardize and develop the concept of geocentric model furthermore with his argument that the planets move in 2 sets of circles, a deferent and epicycle. In addition to prove his argument, he proposed the eccentric motion, and his last point was the equant. Now then, proceeding to what really is Ptolemaic theory. Ptolemaic theory, also known as geocentric theory, was developed by Claudius Ptolemy. It accounted the Earth as the stationary center of the universe, with the planets moving in epicyclic orbits within surrounding concentric spheres. Based on Ptolemy's observations made with his naked eye, he saw the universe as a set of nested, transparent spheres. Earth in the center, Ptolemy posited that the Moon, Mercury, Venus, and the Sun all revolved around it. Beyond the Sun, he thought sat Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. It's the only other planets known at the time as they were visible to the naked eye. Beyond Saturn lay a final sphere with all the stars fixed to it that revolve around the other spheres.
So why Ptolemy developed this theory? So Ptolemy wondered why was there day and night. So this model explained day and night by postulating that the whole celestial system revolves around the Earth every day. In order to explain day and night, since we observe that the sun moves from east to west directions once a day. Also, he wants to know how the universe works and the planets and stars move. Also, he aimed to construct a kinetic model of solar system as seen from the Earth. So, in other words, the images present a rather straightforward geometric model that represents how the sun, moon, and planets appear to move in relation to the Earth. But it makes no attempt to provide an explanation for why this motion happens. Because the model described by the images, a geocentric in nature, is not an issue since the Earth is fixed in its own frame of reference. So, what supports this idea? So, there are 2 observations that support the idea that the Earth was at the center of the Earth. So, first is, from anywhere on Earth, the sun appears to revolve around the Earth once per day, while the moon and the planets have their own motions. They also appear to revolve around Earth about once per day. The star appeared to be fixed on a celestial sphere rotating once each day about an axis through geographic poles of Earth. And second, Earth seems to be unmoving from the perspective of an earthbound observer. It felt solid, stable, and stationary. So Ptolemy discussed that the Earth was a sphere in the center of solar system from simple observation that half of the horizon at any time were above horizon and the half were below the horizon at any time. We call stars a rotating stereo sphere. And the expectation that the star were all at some modest distance from the center of universe and if substantially displaced from the center, this discussion into visible and invisible stars would not be equal.
How this theory works. So, the first principle of Ptolemaic theory is eccentric motion. A body traveling at uniform speed on a circular path with Earth at its center will swipe out equal angles to equal times for terrestrial perspective. However, if the path center is displaced from Earth, the body will swipe out equal angles and an equal times and fastest when nearest Earth. With this simple eccentric model, Ptolemy explained the varying motion through the zodiac. Another version of the model, suitable for the moon, had the direction of the line from apogee and perigee. To further explain the motion of planets, Ptolemy combined eccentricity with an epicyclic model. In the Ptolemaic system, each planet revolves uniformly along a circular path, the center of which revolves around Earth along a larger circular path. Because one half on an epicycle runs counter to the general motion of the different path, the combined motion will sometimes appear to show down or even reverse direction, or called retrograde. By carefully coordinating these two cycles, the epicyclic model explained the observed phenomenon of planets retrograding when at perigee. Ptolemy enhanced the effect of eccentricity by making the epicycle's center swipe out equal angle along the different and equal times as seen from a point that he called equant. An equant is a planet's speed up, slowed down, but when seen from an off-center point actually appeared to be moving at uniform speed.
Accounting all of Ptolemy's planetary studies,
his work enabled astronomers to make accurate prediction of planetary position in solar and lunar eclipse, promoting acceptance of his view of the cosmos in the Byzantine Islamic worlds and throughout Europe for more than 1,400 years.
His work also served as a foundation for the development of intellectual revolution. And that's it for Ptolemaic theory.
Thank you for listening.